Vietnamese people in Britain are still very unseen and unheard. And I think you've got to take it back to when they actually first arrived here. And what happened there was that, to eliminate any kind of gang culture, it was this policy of disbursement. So when the Vietnamese came, they came in big numbers. So a lot of Vietnamese people were spread all over the UK. Now you think about that as an action with a group of people who have left a country, and them coming from whatever their journey was, is always complex. And coming to a country where you kind of are in different places, it's very hard to build community. And when you look at the word community, it takes years and years to build the trust and coming together. So I think, you think of 50 years as a large number, but 50 years for a group of people to start coming together and trusting each other and building little pockets where they can actually be. So I think that had the very beginning of them arriving has impacted the way they've been hidden. And our grandparents' journey has been so complex that it's so hard for them to talk about. So I think even just talking about how you operate in your everyday life is not a thing. You kind of just survive and you get on with it. So very much like the nation itself, Vietnamese people, their main focus is survival. And it's literally, that's the root. So at what point do you break out, build a community, survive, and then find a space to create and develop the stories where you're not very well represented or heard? So after 50 years, I feel like there are tiny little things that are happening, especially in my world, where we feel safe enough to create those spaces, but it's taken time, and there's a really big reason because of the history of the migration over to the UK. I think it's absolutely brilliant that the Vietnamese community and a charity like VFP, Vietnamese Family Partnership, have concocted, I think, a project that's lasted over 2 years now, in engaging with the community and asking them what they want to represent them in a permanent way in a country that they've resided in for so long. So the Vietnamese sculpture that has been developed is very much the heart of what the community wants. And I think it's so important to really understand that it's not just an artistic project where, the Vietnamese diaspora, second generation, are thought of. It's a project that's really rooted in understanding all the generations and putting it into one place. And the sculpture very much encapsulates so many different elements of what being Vietnamese means in Britain. And I think it's about time that we have something physical and permanent in a public space where a community of people who have existed for so long in a city and a country that they can feel proud of.